I might need help. Actually, no, I got it. Why do they have to make Christian fiction book covers so ugly? I have 2 big bags of books. So I was gifted a $75 Half Price Books gift card, and then he said we have $100 to spend at Barnes & Noble. I have 2 tote bags, my gift card, his wallet, and I'm ready to buy some books.
But first we have to go get Jersey Mike's. White Dragon on top that says $100. I have that one at home.
That's great.
So this one that's $50, that Blue Eyes White Dragon, I also have that one.
Okay, we had our Jersey Mike's. It was very good. We are now in Half Price Books. I found a corner at the back of the store because I am way too embarrassed to actually vlog in public where people can see me. So we're in the travel section. I did pick up The Only One Left by Riley Sager on my way in. And we're just gonna keep shopping around. So let's go do it. We have the first one of this, and it's the one with the edges. So maybe I should get the second one. Whoa, that's so pretty. Look at that. I have one book.
Pick one book.
Hey. At least I have one book 20 minutes in. No, I don't know if it'll be better to get it here or if it'll be better to get it at Barnes. It's the new Rebecca Ross book, Wild Reverence. It's like a prequel to the Divine Rivals duology. Idea what it is. I've never seen it before, but the cover is so cute. Why do they have to make Christian fiction book covers so ugly? That's my question. Okay, if I do find Red Rising, I'm picking it up. I have 2 books now. It does look cute. I've never heard of it before, and I haven't read anything. I don't know who this author is, so I don't know if it's going to be any good.
You got plenty of money to spend, might as well get it.
But that's fair.
35 minutes in.
Book number 3. I'm going to do a quick look through the romance, and then I think I'm good for Half Price Books. Oh, Catherine Center. I think this is the UK edition. It's so cute. Yeah, it's one of like my favorite romance books. It's so cute. It's also like really depressing though. It's dual timeline, but I think this is UK. This does not look like the US edition. It's really cute though. I already have a copy of this book, so I don't need another one, but it's really cute. I have like one book from pretty much every genre that I read. So this is like the perfect stack right here. Yes. We made it out alive with 5 books and $21 left on our gift card. So we did pretty good. I said I grabbed 4, but I actually grabbed 1 more on my way out. I did grab Heat of the Everflame. I don't have the other 2. I have read all 3 of them though, and I want the paperbacks of all of them because the edges are stunning. So I'll be on the lookout for the first 2 in that series, but I do now have the paperback of the 3rd one, which I'm very excited for. I'll do a full haul at home once we get there, so I'm not gonna go too deep into everything that we got, but we are now headed to Barnes & Noble. How are you feeling?
I feel fine. You say we got all these books. I just happen to be the one driving, the one with the wallet, and the one taking the video.
Yeah, you've been a great cameraman, and also the one who fed me.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Do we need a coffee?
Definitely, or some form of caffeine.
I think we need a coffee. So I think maybe that's next, and then Barnes & Noble.
Sounds good. Made it to Barnes & Noble. Got the Dunkin'. For you Northeasterners, it's not nearly as good here in Texas, but it still has that like sense of nostalgia to it, which is why I still enjoy it. But time for some more book shopping.
This is true. And for you Southerners, go to New England. The Dunkin' is better.
Oh, choked on your arm.
Oh, thanks for that. We've made it to Barnes & Noble. It's absolutely packed in here right now, but I have at least 2 books that I absolutely want to pick up. I want to find Alchemy of Secrets, and I want to find Wild Reverence. So we're getting those for sure, and then there's probably some more that I want to get to, but we'll see what we end up with. Do you want me to carry your coffee?
You have to carry books.
That's true. Kristen Hanna, we love her. I tried to read The Four Winds. I think I was too young for it at the time. I would try it again.
Is this book number 1?
No, because I already own it, but I had to pick it up because I love her. This is like a 6-star read for me. This one might be book number 1. I've heard such good things, and it looks so cute and short and fun. I read that this Christmas. I got it from the library. It was actually really good. They've been doing so many books with sprayed edges lately. Okay, like that, where it's like, there's no design on that. Like, why are we wasting ink on this edge with no design? If you're gonna do it, like, make it pretty, you know? I got a big stack.
What are we looking for?
We're still looking for the same 2 books. Oh,
What?
I might need help. Actually, no, I got it. It's a pretty good stack. This is crazy.
Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me too.
How long did this take to get all these?
Honestly, I feel like it's only been like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I knew what I
More
wanted.
books in less time than half price.
Listen, I knew what I wanted, okay? Also, I know how this Barnes works, and I had never been to that half price before, so. We are back in the car. I got a big old bag of books. That only took me, what? How long do you think?
I don't know, maybe half an hour in there.
Half an hour? And then like,
5 minutes for checkout.
yeah, that was very impressive. How are you feeling?
Ready to go home?
Yeah, ready to go home. Say bye.
Bye.
We have made it home, and I have, let's try that again. I have 2 big bags of books. I ended up with 12 books in total, which is crazy. I'm so excited to go through all of them and just give you a little bit of what I know about each one, which for some of them, I know a lot, and for some of them, I know absolutely nothing. So let's get into it. Starting off strong with Riley Sager's The Only One Left. One of my really good bookish girly friends recommends this so highly. She says it's her favorite thriller and that I need to pick it up. So I'm very excited about this one. It's pretty short, and I am just really looking forward to picking this up as like a good palette cleanser or maybe during a readathon, but either way, very excited about this one. Next up, I do have Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I am very much in my sci-fi and fantasy era right now. I read my first like real sci-fi series probably about 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. And everybody has been saying Red Rising is the series to read, especially for the fantasy girlies. So I can't wait to get into this series. I know that it is going to be rough, but I am very, very excited for it. Next, I have a romance book, my one and only romance book in this haul, which is Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. I've read a handful of Catherine Center books over the past couple of years, and I just love how you kind of know what you're gonna get when you go into a Catherine Center book. They're gonna be sweet, the banter is gonna be great, she's very funny, I love the way that she writes, her characters have a great sense of humor, they're very witty, and all of them that I've read so far have had pretty much no spice, which I love when I find a romance author that I can trust to keep their books low to no spice. Next up, I have The Fairy Bargains of Prospect Hill. I've actually never heard of this book until I saw it today in half price. I just thought it looked so cute and so cozy. Very much gives like Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies type of vibe. And then what really sold me was I read on the back of the book, there's a blurb that says, a deftly spun tale of folklore and sisterhood. And the blurb is from Rebecca Ross. And if Rebecca Ross read it and loved it, chances are I'm gonna love it when I read it as well. Finally, from Half Price Books, I picked up Heat of the Everflame, which is the third book in the series that starts with Spark of the Everflame. The Kindred's Curse saga. So I've actually read all of these books that are out already. I read them on my Kindle and I absolutely loved them. I read all 3 of them this year and rated all of them over 4 stars. I got super into this series, very much unputdownable. Like I could not stop reading once I read the first one. I was so excited to pick up the next one and then it just kept getting better and better. And I love them so much that I thought that I needed them, of course, on my shelves. And I thought that the paperback edition of these with the edges was just so cute. And then they also have really pretty art on the chapter pages, which I thought was so fun as well. So I did find the third book in this saga in Half Price Books, and when I saw that, I was like, this is going to be the best price I can find. I have to pick it up. I have to bring it home with me. So she came home with me. That was all the books I got from Half Price. Moving on to Barnes & Noble, we have a big old stack in here. So I'm gonna start with these 2 because they fit perfectly with our last one. I did find the paperback editions of Spark and Glow of the Everflame in that same edition that I found from Half Price Books. So now I have all 3 of the books that are currently out in this edition and I am just so excited to put them on my shelves. I think they look so pretty. They look fantastic together. I feel like they are just going to be such a great addition to my shelves. Next, I grabbed one that I'm a little intimidated by, but very, very excited for. This book kind of popped off this year. I think we've all started to collectively enter our high fantasy era, and so everybody has been picking up The Will of the Many, and of course, I had to jump on this train. I am definitely a high fantasy fan. I read The Lord of the Rings when I was like 18, 19. I was a Harry Potter kid. I have been getting into Brandon Sanderson recently, and so I really just felt like I needed to grab this one. I know that there's also already a second book in this series that's out, and I've just heard nothing but fantastic things about this book. It is a thick one. It is probably at least 700 pages, which is a little scary, but if it's as good as everyone is saying it is, it's gonna be so worth it. Next up in our somewhat intimidating list of fantasy and sci-fi is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I have been seeing the commercials or ads or whatever for this movie nonstop. We've been to the movie theaters a few times over the last couple of months, and I've seen the advertisement for it a couple of times, and it just looks so good. I'd heard about this book before I knew it was becoming a movie, but once I found out it was going to be a movie, I was like, absolutely, I have to read it so that I can go watch the movie. But I've been hearing great things about this book for years, and I just have never really picked it up or never really gravitated towards it, but I've heard some reviews recently of it from some people that I trust, and I really feel like I'm gonna enjoy this book a lot, especially after seeing the ad for the movie as well. I think it's gonna be right up my alley, and I'm really excited about it. Next is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I know I'm behind on this whole book like fad. There were a lot of people that were talking about this book a few years ago on like Book Talk, and I just for some reason never gravitated towards it, but I've heard that it is very sweet and very kind of emotional, or just like sentimental, I guess, is what I've heard. And a little bit like cozy, but not in like a chill way, more in like it's kind of sad kind of way. All I know about this book is the vibes, as you can probably tell. I pretty much know nothing else. I've heard from a couple of people that know my reading taste that they think that I would like it, so I'm here for it. I'm ready to grab this on like a cozy day when I just need to like sit and read a little fantasy standalone in one sitting. Finally, I have 2 books that I am very, very excited about. I have had my eye on these books since I knew they were coming out. I just hadn't gone and picked them up yet. The first of which is Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. I'm so surprised I haven't read this yet, to be honest with you. I have loved Rebecca Ross since Divine Rivals came out, and I read it then. I then went back and read most of her backlist, and then I went to the release of the second book in the Divine Rivals duology, and I got to meet Rebecca Ross, and she signed my books, and she was such a sweet, kind, humble human being. And not only that, but her writing is incredible. She has the most beautiful prose. She writes such great descriptions, such great characters, and I just absolutely adore the way she writes. So Wild Reverence is the prequel to the Divine Rivals duology, and it apparently follows like the gods that we meet in Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. So I'm very excited to get back into this world and to just immerse myself back into Rebecca Ross's writing. Finally was one that I also have been excited about since I knew it was coming out. That is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. I love Stephanie Garber's writing as well. I feel like she just has such a magical, whimsical way of telling stories. And this is actually my book club, in-person book club's pick for this month. So I do have to read it in the next like week and a half or so. So I will be picking this one up very, very soon. But I pretty much know nothing about the plot of this book. I do know that it is, I believe, a standalone adult fantasy, I want to say. I honestly could be wrong about that, but I've heard from a couple people that have read it that they did enjoy it. So I am definitely looking forward to picking it up and kind of seeing what I think and seeing what else Stephanie Garber has done or can do. I think we've seen her kind of try a couple of different things out. Caraval was so good in my opinion. I loved that trilogy. And then the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy was like, the second one was good, and then the first and the third were like kind of mid. So I don't know. I do know though that I enjoy the way that she writes, and I love the way she tells such a whimsical and fun little story. So I'm hoping that that is the vibe that this gives. And I've heard that the writing in this is pretty good, especially compared to like some of the books in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, which is the last thing that I read from her. So anyways, I digress. That is all of the books that I got, and I'm gonna see if I can show you in a stack. Oh my gosh, from my lap it like almost covers my face. This is my stack of books from today's book shopping. I cannot believe that I got 12 books in one day. This is a massive stack, but I had so much fun. I'm so grateful for just the ability to do this. I don't do this very often, so I'm very thankful that we got to. And also shout out to my husband who's standing behind the camera, who spent the whole day with me while I stared at paper and followed me around with the camera, because he did a fantastic job and we had so much fun. That is all for today's video. I'm going to break my arms or knock this over if I try to keep holding it, but I will see you guys next time for another new video. Have a great day.